the kids, like the youngest, he asked me to go to school with him. And he's like, Dad, would you come and meet my friends? You know, he's in first grade at this point. I was like, yeah, absolutely. He doesn't care that I'm fat. You know, he's like, it's a hero feeling. When your son wants to bring you to school to show his friends, that's amazing. And they didn't have any bows and arrows to pin me down or nothing. They were little tiny people. And one thing I didn't think about was the furniture. Very tiny. Like my shoe maybe, I don't know. And I had to go to the restroom. Bad idea. Because a restroom in an elementary school full of little people, they don't seem to understand where to put their DNA. Like, there's a floor, well, just try that. So I had to go to the restroom, and of course I had to do, the stall thing. And then as I'm sitting there and I realize my pants are changing a darker color because it's wet. You would think I could not do this. I could not go sit down with my kid now that I've got wet pants with every kid's DNA on it. But I lost my dignity years prior to that. Because I did have a colonoscopy, and that's where it happened. And I'm not going to go through the prep thing. Every comic talks about that. Every speaker talks about that. But I will tell you something that you probably don't know. It's after the procedure's over, there's a lady that stares at you. Aha! You know what her job is? Her job is to watch you fart. That's it. That's her only job. Imagine having that as your job. Time to clock in. Better get the deep breath in now. Oh, get that in before... Okay, the rest of the day is going to suck. Room to room to room to room to room. She watches people fart to make sure they've left with the gas that they put inside them. When you have the colonoscopy, you have to blow up the intestines so they can see all the stuff through the canal. It's got to come out before you leave because things happen. And so the lady's like, so are you feeling gassy? And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fart in front of this woman. I don't even know her. She's not my sister. I mean, that's a marriage thing. There you go. Good job. It's well crafted. Thanks for getting it. So I lied. And I said, oh, yeah, I did that while you were out, in the hallway. Oh, really? Well, would you like to go with your second bad decision and wear the white shorts you came in with? I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, because once I got up, that's where the air molecules down here are like, hey, we found a way out. Everybody go, now. And you hear this, and it's moist. I thought I was done with this. Like, no, you're never done. Never. And so my son was there. We're about to leave, and he looks at my rear end, these white shorts, and he goes, that looks like a butterfly. I've created a Rorschach design on the back of my shorts. And of course, my dignity's gone, so I run away as much as I can, right? Holding the pants, holding the shorts. And I'm running, he goes, watch it fly, watch it fly, watch it fly. So, what we did at the elementary school, not a problem. I go in there, I got my soaked pants, like, hey, how you doing, boys? And they know, they've got the soaked pants too. We're like, he's us, he's one of us. So, they had saved me a seat in this big table that had 8 integrated stools, the ones. They saved me a stool. A little stool that are great for 8 little children to sit on. I need 3 of those. It's smaller than that, not by much, but it's smaller than that. And so I'm like, okay, I'll do this. And my body's like, you can't do this. My knee's like, it ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna be able to hold you. Like, it knows. I think the body is like a factory. Like, you got the CFO, the COO, and the CEO up here. Consultant being the tongue. Of course we can eat that. That'll be fine. Sphincter, been there the longest. The consultant's like, we can eat any hot food we want. Look at that. I can take this ghost pepper, no big deal. Yeah, you take it a bite at a time. I get it all at once down here. Anyway, I think the body's a factory, and it's like, you haven't updated anything. And the knee's definitely not updated at this point. So I'm like, I can do this. And I'm starting to squat down. And they were right, I was wrong. And I got to about right here and they popped and I went bam on that stool. And 7 children went